I I have absolutely no idea who Jim Ryan is. Can I be honest with
Who
you?
Jim Ryan is.
Whoop. Can I be honest with you? I really don't know who this guy is. I have been gaming with PlayStation for over 25 something odd years, and I swear I have no idea who this guy is. I don't know how he came into power. I don't know why PlayStation has chosen him to become the CEO of PlayStation. I don't know why Sony has chosen him to become the CEO of PlayStation. I don't know. I don't know where this guy came from. He kind of just basically popped up overnight for me. People have told me he's been working at PlayStation for years, going back to the PlayStation 2 era. But I do know with him being there, he has made some of the biggest bonehead moves that I've ever seen in my entire life when it comes from PlayStation. I even think this is what he does at PlayStation is more bigger and more bonehead than the 600 and 509 US dollars for the PlayStation 3. I really do. Yeah, the giant enemy crab, the Ridge Racer, all the memes that we got back in the day for the launch of the PlayStation 3. I think what he does is just completely horrible. Jesus Christ. I'm not even ready here, guys. Hold on. I need my glasses. Where's my glasses? I can't be seen without my glasses. Uh, all right, got my glasses. Yes. I think he has made some of the biggest bonehead decisions. I think any type of bad decision that ever happened at PlayStation has to be him. The rise of Western games at PlayStation. Oh man, that's when I knew the complete downfall of PlayStation was happening. I bet you he had something to do with that because has so much power to make so many mistakes at PlayStation, and yet nobody's saying anything. PlayStation fans don't even like this guy. I don't like him. I don't like him personally. I just don't like him for PlayStation. Personally, I think I might like the guy. You know, I remember he sent out an email to the PlayStation staff and said, "Hey, we need to respect people's rights when it pertains to I think it was abortion rights and beliefs when it pertains to that. So if anybody has any type of, and people within the PlayStation got extremely upset with him because he didn't have a more of a liberal mindset when it came to those type of things, Not only that, he's a cat guy. He was started after that, after he sent out his email, he sent out pictures of his cats. And that sounds like something Zilby 70 would do if I was running a company. Start randomly sending pictures out of my cats. I have a point where I'm going with all of this, so please bear with me. How's everybody doing? Let me acknowledge the haters in the chat room. What's going on, guys? What's going on, bro? Yo, Paralyze is here. Happy to be here. Wee! Yes. Brain is in the building. Apparently, Jim Ryan been there since. Yeah, I know that from what I've been told. He's been there forever. So it's like anything that I feel like when it pertains when I had my questions about PlayStation over the years, especially during the PlayStation 3 generation, I feel like it's him. I always feel like, my intuition is always correct. I don't think it had anything to do with any of the Japanese people that were working there that stepped down over the years. I think everything that I had a problem with had exclusively have come through him. And I could see that because he's gotten rid of everything in PlayStation's past, including the Western stuff like Siphon Filter. But what's the one game that's still hanging around that should be gone by now? This is a franchise that should be gone. I think it died off in the PlayStation 3. It's not selling as much as people. I saw some jackass Xbox fan talking about God of War is a what was the term that he used? He called God of War a Titan or a behemoth, or so I was like, what the frick is going on with these Xbox fans? Yo, B Rob is in the building, Slides in the building. What's going on, guys? Jet Life. Zoe, will you get into the legend? Yes, I will. I just downloaded Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky for the PSP. So I'm looking forward to diving into those. I have to find a way to get the Legends of Heroes Trails in the Sky 3 because I think it's exclusive to like PC as of right now. Hopefully at Tokyo Game Show or at next week's Nintendo Direct. They'll start announcing those games slowly but surely. What's up, Guru Shelly? What's up, brother? Animated the Rav. What's going on? Maybe if Jim Wright could get some some effing consoles and games out, we wouldn't be looking like he is now. You think there's consoles are hard to find? I'm finding people that are getting access to consoles pretty easily nowadays. And the games, I from what I told, the games were phenomenal. This is what I'm being told. What games can they release at this point? I want to make a point here, but I don't want to go there as of yet because I'm really pissed off right now. But I'm taking my time to get to my point, and I feel like we're moving a little too fast. Let's keep a mental note on the games. What games can Jim Ryan release so that it can ease the tension of this Call of Duty debacle that we have right now? I mean, I'm infuriated right now what I'm seeing in Jim Ryan in Call of Duty. This really pisses me off. Like, it really does. As a PlayStation fan, Jim Ryan fighting. He's fighting to keep Call of Duty on the PlayStation. He's fighting. He went and got the government involved. He went and got the UK government involved in order to block the deal between Activision and Blizzard. And the UK government has stepped in and has blatantly said that the Activision and Blizzard deal is going to cause hurt towards PlayStations and the other competitions. And the other competition is only PlayStation because it cannot be Nintendo, because Nintendo is affected by by Call of Duty in no way, shape, or fashion. This really, really pisses me off. What games can Jim Ryan release to ease the pressure right now? What PlayStation 5s he can release to get on the market to make things better? Yeah, I'm not technically coming after you right now, Animated the Wrath. I would like for you to answer the question. I would like for us to all answer the question. But I don't want to get too deep into what my real main point of the reason why I am pissed off right now. Amazon still having raffles where they send out an email for you to buy a PS5. Blandrew, Blandrew is probably the only one that knows where or why I am really pissed off right now. with Jim Ryan and PlayStation, this whole Call of Duty debacle. I think Benjamin might be the only one that knows. Remember, Jim Ryan doesn't care about old games. It's not even that. It's not even about the old games. But let me go back. I could tell that his regime was during that the era of PlayStation, even during the PlayStation 2, that I did not like. And it was God of War. God of War should have been out of here, just like Siphon Filter. The Queen passing is no coincidence. Jim Ryan sitting. That's funny. She's 96 years old. People are like, "Oh my God, how? How?" It's like she's 96. That's how. We're not going to be here forever. Come on, stop. We're all out of here. Stop it. PlayStation has a resistance, all of man and SOCOM that could compete with Call of Duty. Oh, thank you so much. I needed that. They should have never been reliant on COD in the first place. We used to say, why the heck am I watching a PlayStation show and I'm watching COD? And that's an Xbox thing. Yeah. I think Blancher's the only one that knows why I'm so pissed off right now. Jim Ryan is fighting to keep Call of Duty on the Xbox. He's getting the government involved. He's got so much pull and power. He's probably a gangster. I mean, he is going all out to keep Call of Duty on the Xbox, man. I remember when Xbox first bought Activision and Blizzard, and Sony was talking. We did a video on this too. They were talking about taking legal action. They were thinking about getting legalities involved. They were saying Xbox better uphold the bargain that we have with Activision and Blizzard, or we're going to be suing. Remember? Fighting the good fight to keep Activision and Blizzard's Call of Duty on the PlayStation. To go back to whatchamacallit's comment, he said something about it was very funny. PlayStation should have never put themselves into a situation where they need to rely on Call of Duty in the first place. Thank you so much, Brand. PlayStation, Mr. Kima says PlayStation has resistance, Fall of Man, and SOCOM. Didn't they get rid of SOCOM years ago? They got rid of SOCOM back in the PlayStation 3 era. I remember when I think the same day that SOCOM came out, the servers, that's when the hack had happened. I think the same day that came out, that's when the hack happened. One of the greatest hacks of all time. And then the reason the hack happened is because the servers were ran by bubblegum chewings, Rippy bits, eraser shavings. They said that they had one of the weakest formats of protection of online service that they've ever seen in their entire life. They said that a 3-year-old could have hacked into the PlayStation servers with an Etch and Sketch. I'm not lying. I swear they said that the online servers it was embarrassing on how bad they were, right? But no, Resistance, Fall of Man, and SOCOM. The thing I remember is I don't know. I remember the servers went down, right? This is the lowest. The PlayStation fanboys are the lowest of the low. The PlayStation servers went down, and I remember people were still trying to hype it up like it was dope. I can't remember the guy's name. Damn, what was that guy's name? He was in the game by himself. And he was like, man, I don't know what y'all talking about, man. This game is still kind of hot, though. Look at this. And he was in SOCOM is an open world game, right? And he's literally just walking around by himself. And he was still trying to hype the game up. I can't remember the guy's name, man. It was years ago. It was years ago. Great times. But no, Resistance Fall of Man and SOCOM, absolutely not. Nowhere near in the same vicinity as of Call of Duty. SOCOM got out of here a long time ago. And re-releasing SOCOM today would be a disaster. Re-releasing Resistance Fall of Man today would be, or Resistance or whatever, would be just the ultimate disaster. That was the true downfall of PlayStation. That right there is when PlayStation died. Was that generation right there. It was really, really extremely bad. It was bad. Jim Ryan is fighting for Call of Duty. Oh my God. But did he fight? Now I'm going to get to my point now, because I'm asking you guys, what games can they release now? The brother, Mr. Kima, he says SOCOM and Resistance, right? Let me tell you guys why I'm really pissed off right now, because he didn't put up a struggle to fight for Japan Studios. The Sony fanboys didn't put up no struggle to fight for Japan Studios. Nobody fought for Japan Studios. And if there were developers that can save PlayStation right now, I know I'm going to sound crazy. I'm going to sound, oh, you're just a fanboy. You're just a PlayStation fanboy. Isn't that crazy? Hold on. Yeah, you're just a stupid PlayStation fanboy. And this is coming from the PlayStation fans that are telling me this. Man, you're just a stupid PlayStation fanboy. That's the only reason why you're riding with. That's only because you're riding with Japan Studios. No, but the only developers, and it's not Resistance and it's not SOCOM. The only developers that can save PlayStation right now, which saved PlayStation in the past, especially during the PlayStation 4 generation, when there were droughts, and I mean there were droughts of PlayStation's, bigger budget titles, and there was the filler to keep people interested within the PlayStation 4. Man, it was Japan Studios, it was Yakuza. But the developers that Jim Ryan should have showed this much passion and fight for was Japan Studios. Now, I know he was the reason why they are gone, but still, they are the ones that could have really, really, really saved PlayStation right now. You've gotten rid of everything. You've gotten rid of your sidekick. It's like if Batman can go out and fight crime by himself, but to have somebody there to watch your back. Do you know how many times Robin has saved Batman? Behind you, Batman, I want you guys, if you never saw a movie, I want you to watch a movie thoroughly. It's an okay movie for me, but I know it's a big movie within the hood community. And yet the hood community or black people or you know, Puerto Ricans or people of color or wiggers and things of that such, they watch it wrong. They watch this movie wrong. They think that Scarface was just some guy who came into from Cuba, came to America, and he was selling drugs and he was making all the money and he got the baddest chick in Miami. And then at the end, he went out in a blaze of glory because he was just shooting up people. Yeah, like all that stuff is hot. Don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? I understand why everybody likes that type of stuff, but that was not the main purpose of the movie. That wasn't what the movie was trying to teach. A lot of people think, yo, he came in here by himself and he just took over by himself, which is not true. In the movie Scarface, he had a friend. He had a friend that was there to always have his back. There was, every time he got himself into a situation, his friend was there. There was a scene in Scarface where he's about to get caught up with the chainsaw. And his friend can tell something that was wrong. And he went up in there, boom, bam, bow, saved Scarface, man. And at the end of Scarface, when Scarface was sitting there and he was shooting and say hello to my little friend and it was gangster and all that, and he was taking the bullets and all that. But at the end, he got shot in the back by a guy with the shotgun. But if he had his friend there, if Scarface did not turn his back on his friend, that guy would have saved him because he would have never got shot in the back. And the same thing applies for Sony today. And the same thing can apply for all of you. Hold on. Every time I make a video, there's people, jets are flying by, UFO, you know, invasions. The same thing can apply for you as well. And definitely for PlayStation. PlayStation has gotten rid of the person that has their back. And that was Japan Studios. Everybody has turned their back on Japan Studios. Everybody, excluding me, excluding Blanju, excluding Brand, you know, excluding everyone who likes Japan Studios games, that does phenomenal work, a phenomenal studio. But everybody has turned their back on Japan Studios. And now Japan Studios is not here to save PlayStation. PlayStation has put all of their chips into Call of Duty. All of their chips into Call of Duty. And it took Phil Spencer, who claims he's not part of the console war, but I'm telling you, that Call of Duty move was one of the biggest console war moves I will ever see in my entire life. If this Activision and Blizzard deal goes through, this is the biggest fanboy or console war move ever. This was the ultimate chess move. This was the ultimate checkmate in order to get PlayStation out of here permanently. They're out of here. Yes, Jim Ryan was making all the bad moves, but Phil Spencer knew, in order for me to get that king, man, we're going to have to go ahead and get that Activision up out of here. We're going to have to get that Call of Duty up out of there. And PlayStation has nothing. They have no pieces on the chessboard now. It's like if you're playing a JRPG and all you have is Titus or Cloud on the battlefield, and there's no Barrett there, there's no Tifa, there's no Yuffie. It's like if you're playing Persona and you just have Joker out there and you got no the other side characters. That's like if you're playing Mario and there's no Luigi and no Princess and Toad, you know? That's like having Link but no Zelda, you know? That's like having Martin with no Gina, you know? You turned your back on everything that made PlayStation. And this is the importance of Zombie 70, the importance of Zombie 70 over the years. The greatness and the importance of Zombie 70 over the years that has been severely and massively underrated for what I have done. And I have contributed for each and every single one of us within the gaming community. When Zombie 70 over the years, over the past 10 years, was crying and complaining, according to you guys, it was crying and complaining and hating and stop hating on PlayStation. You're hating, you're hating, you're hating, you're hating, you're hating. And it's not what I was doing. I was preserving PlayStation. I'm a preserver. I'm a guy, when I love something that I love, I want to preserve it. I'm going to fight for it. But PlayStation slowly but surely was starting to take everything away. And guess what? You guys were cool with it. We could see these things today being taken place from the rising of the game prices. You're okay with that. These are the things that you guys are okay with. But a guy who was a true PlayStation fan, there was only one guy, one God alone. That was me. The greatness of me. And what I have done, the contributions that I've done to try to save PlayStation. It had nothing to do with how you personally felt. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to save gaming. If I make friends along the way, then hey, it's so be it. You guys all sat around. Who cares? Who cares? Those are stupid. Those are old. Who cares? Who cares about this, dude? That's dead. Who cares? It's dead. It's dead. It shouldn't be dead. It shouldn't be dead. These are the games that you can rely on. These are the games that you can get behind. Just in case there's something like a Call of Duty or an Activision goes away. Zombie 70 with no Goku. These are the things that I did. Who else did this? Everybody thought I was crazy. And I'm talking about Xbox guys, Nintendo guys. Now, within the end times, now everybody can see everything that I was trying to do. Now that it's all said and done, huh? Now that the smoke is settled and the dust is cleared, now you can truly see the greatness of Zombie 70. You were all wrong. It didn't matter how many trillions and billions of people who said I was wrong, the trillions and billions of people who unsubscribed, flagged my channel, hit the dislike bar. Guess what? At the end of the day, I was right. I was right about everything. Activision should never, and I repeat, if you didn't own Activision should never, Call of Duty should have never been your main course. It should be a great side piece. It should be something to add to the meal. We got to give it up to Nintendo, man. They gave us the blueprint. When Nintendo lost everybody, when going back to the Nintendo PlayStation, Nintendo Sony PlayStation, and that whole debacle, and I agree, that was a big mistake that Nintendo made. If they never made that mistake, who knows where the gaming landscape would be? I know it wouldn't be like this. But still, Nintendo stayed strong with what? When they lost Square Enix, when they lost PlayStation, when they lost, they've lost so many people. Capcom, they've lost so many people with the mistake that they did. But guess what? Who did they stay strong with? Chat room. Who did, at the end of the day, what was the most important thing to Nintendo? Who did they stay strong with? Does anybody know? Am I still live, guys? Hold on. Am I still live? I might not be live. I haven't seen the chat in a while. I haven't seen nobody chatting in a while, so we might not be live. Does anybody know? Okay, we're not live, guys. So we might not. We're not live because I know because of the light bar is atrocious. We're not live. Do I need to shut the stream down? Does the stream need to shut down, and do we need to shut it down and come back next week? Because for some reason, what's going on? There's nobody typing. There's nothing. Blanchard says themselves. Yes, they stayed true to themselves. They stay focused on themselves. We don't need you. We don't. Whatever. Go. Square Enix. You want to go? All right. You want to go? You want to go? This person want to go? Ubisoft. You don't want to participate? EA, you don't want to participate? Fine, cool, no doubt, it's okay. Bow, drop that Zelda one, please. Drop that Mario, please. Drop that Kirby, please. Drop that Pikmin, drop this, drop the Animal Crossing, drop it all. This is what we do. We got more respect on what we do than what you do anyway. We don't need you. Oh, but now the dust is settled and the dust is cleared. The smoke has cleared, right? Now look who needs Nintendo now. Oh, the years. Oh, Nintendo's out of touch. They don't have anybody to help them out. They don't have Call of Duty. They don't have this. Nintendo's out of touch. Nintendo's is investing in themselves, believing in themselves, and yet they're out of touch. Nintendo's not going out of their way to create some type of high-powered console so that they can accommodate and intimidate and excretiate themselves towards Square Enix or EA or Ubisoft. EA is about to be sold. They're getting the hell up out of here. Ubisoft is about to be sold. They're getting the hell up out of here. We don't need you. We don't need you. This is the reason why I said I ain't never giving a dime to Ubisoft. I ain't never giving a dime to EA. I can understand the Square Enix debacle, so I'm not mad at Square Enix, even though I have my problems with Square Enix over the years. I can understand for Square Enix. I can. But we don't need you. We need ourselves. We believe in ourselves at the end of the day. That's how you can tell how pathetic majority of these people are. Broken Games, Black Bond, all of these losers. They think going out of their ways to appease other people except for looking inside of themselves. Zombie 70's the same way, man. I don't need none of you mother suckers. Unsubscribe, dislike, get the flip out of here, man. Who the hell else are you going to watch that's better than me? You ain't doing me no problems. You're actually discrediting yourself. You're actually hindering yourself by leaving. You loser. Ain't nobody doing me no favors. Who the hell else you going to watch? That's 10 times better than doing anything that I'm doing. Oh! The same cannot be said for PlayStation. They didn't believe in none of their products. They were too focused on Square Enix and all these other people. Not Square Enix, I'm sorry. They're too focused on EA. They're too focused on Ubisoft. They're too focused on Activision and Blizzard. All these companies can be bought up by Microsoft, and hopefully they are. We need PlayStation up out of here. My brother Wisdom Sparks, respect to him, but last week he said, "Oh my God, I hope." Respect to Wisdom. I like Wisdom a lot. Oh my God, I really like Wisdom Sparks a lot. Oh my God, man! But anybody can get it on the mic. We know that. Anybody can get it. Oh my God, I don't want PlayStation to go. Get PlayStation the hell out of here. Get them out of here. They're not doing nobody no favors. Their allegiance is not with the gamers. It's with the corporations. She's 96 years old. She's, oh no, Queen Elizabeth, oh my God. No. I don't know what it is about when those they did this when Diana passed. Diana! They were outside, all those immigrants are outside of the Buckingham Palace shaking the gates. Diana, no! Queen Elizabeth is 96 years old. Come on, guys. Black people, I swear, man, when a white person passed, they were doing that in the Iron Man. When a fictional Iron Man character passed away. You heard this in the theaters. Oh my God. Are they really crying? Because Iron Man died? Somebody said too soon. Too soon? What are you talking about? She's 96 years old. Too soon, yeah. Too freaking soon. It's got to be an immigrant. I guaranteed you that's an immigrant that said too soon. 96 years old. And I'm making a too soon joke. I'm not even joking. I'm being serious. She's 96. She's had a good life. She's had a good life. She lived for 96 years. You've seen it all. She's seen it all. She's contributed to it all. If you really knew what she was doing behind the scenes, you would not be saying too soon, you dirty, ashy foot immigrant. Too soon. What a clown. Blood drinkers, allegedly. They had the Epsteins, Harvey, whatever his name is, the Epstein guy at their house, children traffic. I don't want to get too crazy because, you know what I mean? I don't give a damn about somebody being racist. That's not what I'm talking about. But I we're all racist. I'm a racist. Racist. The definition of racist used to be one that is concerned with his own race. I'm racist towards Black people. That's funny. So I have no problem with somebody being racist, and especially if they're being racist to that Meghan Markle. I have no problem with that. Meghan Markle, oh my God, they're so racist towards me, and I never even knew I was Black until I came around them. Please. I have a problem with racism. I have more problem with when you come after the innocent, when you know what I mean? Oh my God. Diana. Oh, you should have remembered. I remember when Diana passed, man. And I thought it was a big deal because I saw those damn Jamaicans and immigrants and all of them shaking on the gates, and they were trying to bust into the castle. I remember when whatchamacallit got married. both of the brothers got married, and the immigrants at my job, they were crowded around the television, crying and all this other stuff. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. Oh my God, isn't this beautiful? And I'm like, this is stupid. What is this? Turn this off. Anyway, what are we talking about? Yeah. Oh, PlayStation. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Hey, goodbye. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, goodbye. It's over, man. Now you see the greatness of Zombie 70. Now you can see it. Now you can see why me and Blandrew, I won't take all the credit, and a host of others, Brand Smith, Fear. Now you can see why we were like, man, do not get rid of Japan Studios. You can't do that. You just can't be tossing people out like that. You can't, you know what I mean? This is just nobody's buying this. Nah, man. Okay. There was I don't know. Did I say that in my notes? Hold on. I hope I did. I got a lot of notes here. We're probably not going to be able to get to all of them, but I really hope I say this in my notes. Sometimes I'm just goofy and I'm not saving notes and stuff like that. Sometimes I'm really goofy and I'm not saving notes. I don't think I did. Damn it. I didn't save it. Why didn't you save it, you idiot? Maybe I did. I got a lot of notes here. Damn it. Well, the point is, PlayStation feels like Japan studio games didn't hold their weight, especially the PlayStation fans. They believe that, well, they're not holding their weight, so we got to get rid of them. They're not selling. Well, I don't think any games are selling on PlayStation. If we're going to be completely honest here, none of these games are selling. They had to bundle Horizon Forbidden West with PlayStation 5 in order to make money. Or I don't know if you can make money with Horizon Forbidden West by bundling with the PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? I don't even know if you can make money with that. But I guess in order for the sales numbers not to look crazy, because in the next 2 or 3 years, they're going to say Horizon Forbidden West sold this amount of copies. But if they didn't bundle it with the consoles, they would have never given out those numbers. But for good PR, and you can get brand sales and Billy Bob and all these other pro Sony sites to say, oh man, this is really impressive. Horizon Forbidden West sold 200 million copies. Oh my God, this is really impressive. No, it's not. It's pathetic. Once you start to go into the stipulations on why it sold that amount of money, you're going to go, oh man, wow, that was pretty pathetic. Extreme discounts, bundles, things that you're not supposed to do. Nintendo doesn't do this. Nintendo doesn't count bundle sales with game sales. You know what I mean? But PlayStation, they count it. They're so sneaky and conniving and disgusting. They did that with The Last of Us and the PlayStation 4. They did that with Uncharted 4 with the PlayStation 4. And they're currently doing it right now with Horizon Forbidden West. But it is what it is at the end of the day. In reality, Nobody's making money, so that's all that matters to me. But anyway, I people could say that Japan Studios games didn't sell or didn't meet the standards of what PlayStation was looking for, things of that such, but they could have met those standards. They could have, because I saw an article, because I think yesterday was the 25th anniversary. Final Fantasy VII, one of my favorite video games of all time. Another game that I fought for, but nobody wanted to listen. They said that Final Fantasy VII was a sales bonanza because Sony and PlayStation got behind Final Fantasy VII and put out a great marketing campaign. I think they put in over like such $1 million. I should have said that, but I guess I was upset that I saw that article that Sony knows how to sell a game, but they didn't put any money or any budget behind any of these Japan Studios games. Literally, these games will come out and nobody would even know that they came out. Nobody knew that they came out. They'll be out. They'll literally be just sitting in store shelves and nobody knew. That was a running gag back in the day that I used to do on this channel. There was no commercials, no nothing. It was definitely not in the way that you would see, how they promote their Western games. Commercials, IGN says this is the greatest game they've ever played in their entire life, and it's some trash. You know what I mean? For real. With the PS Vita, we never knew when a game came out. We knew because we were excited, because those are the games that we actually wanted to play. We were actually checking the calendars. We were actually going into the RBG websites, and we knew when these games were coming out. But man, Sony would do nothing to let you know, man. Nothing. They wouldn't even promote it through tweets. They would do it through a series of retweets. So I believe if Sony was to put more marketing into these Japanese games, then yes, the Japan Studios games would have done phenomenal. I remember when Bloodborne was coming out, they were putting more promotion into the Order 1886 than they were with Bloodborne. And I was the only one that was promoting Bloodborne at that time. I was the only one. Now Bloodborne is a cult classic amongst PlayStation fans, that they want a 60 frames per second mode and all that other farm filth. They want a remake, and it's like, y'all didn't even support it. I remember I was the only guy there. I was sitting amongst all of you. And when you guys were excuse me. And when you guys were hyping up the Order 1886, I was hyping up Bloodborne, and guess what? I was trolling. I don't mean I was trolling. I mean, I was considered a troll for hyping up Bloodborne. That's what I'm trying to say. I was considered a troll amongst y'all because I was hyping up Bloodborne. I did a video camping outside for Bloodborne. I literally camped outside for Bloodborne. I was the only one in line. I thought a guy was coming in line, but he was just passing by. I was the only guy. Do I have your attention now? Yeah. And the thing is, like, the most hyped games, though, the most hyped games amongst gamers were always Japan Studio games. I remember when The Last Guardian, remember The Last Guardian? A game that came out, it came and just went. Sony didn't even tell us the game came out. Nobody knew. Remember when The Last Guardian was announced by PlayStation, going all the way back to the PlayStation 3, like the beginning of the PlayStation 3? And remember, for years, we were like, man, I don't even know if it was necessarily us when it came to like year 12, but I know in the early years, the most hyped game was The Last Guardian. I remember year after year after year, Colin Moriarty kept saying, expect to see Last Guardian this year. Expect to see Last Guardian. Expect to see Last Guardian. I remember like when Bloodborne got announced, that was amongst real gamers. That would, that's what the appeal of PlayStation really comes from. I'm telling you, the PlayStation sales truly come from that niche audience. It does. That's what sells PlayStation. That's the audience that if you lose Call of Duty, that's the audience that's going to support your console because I want to play that niche game. And Japan Studios had the skills and the talents and the know-it-all to release these games that could be exclusively to PlayStation, and you were going to get that niche fan. Now the niche fan is gone. I'm talking a lot of people, and a lot of people have bought PlayStation 5s. But I'm seeing a lot of people say, you know what? I don't need this PlayStation 5. I'm trading this thing in. Because they have nothing to cater to that niche audience. Now, I'm hearing people say that they're keeping their PlayStation 5, they're keeping the Xbox Series X, because I'm going to be able to get access to JRPGs that that are not going to make it to the Nintendo Switch or the Nintendo. But I'm going to tell you this, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Because those Japanese games that they are making that are exclusive to the PlayStation 5, when I say exclusive, I mean it's not coming to the Nintendo Switch. I say get rid of it because those games are going to be horrible. We just saw that with Soul Hackers 2. The other games that are coming out that I am interested in is Star Ocean and Valkyrie Elysium or something like that. Those are bargain bin games, man. Those aren't games that are going to be able to compete with the greatness that is being released over there, the Nintendo Switch exclusively. They're not missing out by not playing Valkyrie Elysiums and Star Ocean. You're not. You never bought those games in the past. I say get rid of it. Get rid of all that junk. That PlayStation 5 and that Xbox Series X is a complete paperweight. It is a piece of junk. Those are not video game consoles. They're not. That is not a place to go play video games. It's not. Look. Currently, right now on the Xbox, this is the new Xbox Home UI that will arrive in 2023. Some Xbox insiders will get access to these new changes today ahead of months of tweaks into the 2023 release. This is what's going on over there on the major consoles. But wait, there's more. Look. These are not gaming consoles, guys. There's no games being played over there. Look. Look. Buckle up. Buckle up, guys. Look, we're not buckling up for games. Look, buckle up. Something elite is arriving this holiday. Look. This is what's going on over there. Controller variations. These, come on, guys. You're exposing yourselves. Get rid of them. Get rid of it and invest in Nintendo Switch games or invest in retro. Retro consoles are very cheap right now. Get you a Sega Dreamcast. Get you a Sega Saturn. Get you a GameCube. Get you a Wii or something like that, man. And invest in those games now. Those games that are going online are very expensive, but the next couple of years is going to get even more expensive. Get those games now. Get ready. Get locked in. Get you a CRT television. You're going to be able to get the full graphic enhancements with that CRT. That CRT television is beautiful, man. It really enhances those graphics. Get you a CRT television that has that S video on it. I'm letting you guys know how to game right now. I know you guys don't know how to game. I'm teaching you guys how to game. I am the greatest gamer of all time. I'm giving you the insight. Get you a Nintendo DS Lite. Stack up on your DS games, your 3DS games. Get the stacking them up. Get rid of those. Those are not. This is what they have to offer: controllers and UI fixes and things of that such. Look. This is what they have to offer. This is his PlayStation 5 collection so far. Look. Don't take my word for it. Look at it. What the hell is this? The Guardians of the Galaxy, the Terminator, Sifu, Elden Ring, and Horizon, Last of Us, Alan Wake, Foreclosed, Ghost of Tsushima, $70. Ratchet and Clank, Spider-Man, $70. Sackboys, Big Adventures, Judgment, Assassin's Creed. What are you missing out on? Sometimes people are just so eager to fit in. They're too afraid to stand out above the crowd, even if I have to shout out loud. There's no need. There is absolutely no, if you're claiming to be this real gamer that you claim to be, there is no reason in hell. You're not missing out on nothing. On nothing. You're not missing out on nothing. You're wasting valuable money that you need within these end times. If you want to get your gamer fix, you have a plethora of other consoles from the past of games that you missed out on because you were too busy playing Grand Theft Auto. Now you're some type of advanced new gamer now because you've met Zombie 70. Zombie 70 taught you how to be a real gamer. Trust me, I'm still finding games that I have never heard about on the PlayStation 2, on the Nintendo DS, on the PSP. What's the reason? What is the main reason? Let me go to the chat room. Maybe you guys can enlighten me. Brand Smith, thank you so much, brother. Excuse me. Thank you. Wisdom, I know he's going to have some information. I understand that kids do this to fit in, but these are grown. Oh, wow. And if you want to get down with the modern consoles, get you a Nintendo Switch, man. The Nintendo Switch is all you need. That's it. That's all you need. Nintendo Switch is going to be offering you a plethora of games. They're the only console on the market, not because they're the only console on the market, but not only that, but they are the only console on the market that is offering you everything that is fitting all of your gaming needs. And don't believe this graphics narrative. That's all bullcrap. The Nintendo Switch is the most powerful console on the market. The Nintendo Switch is the only console on the market where you can see true graphical growth, not just for Nintendo, but just in the handheld landscape, in the console landscape. You cannot tell the difference between a PlayStation 4 game and a PlayStation 5 game whatsoever. There's no growth there. Imagine having a PS5 collection. Maybe they like those games. These are the same people. These are the same people that will sit around and say how gaming sucks right now. Gaming is dying. There needs to be a revamp. There needs to be a reset. There needs to be a restart. But then they'll turn right back around and say, well, I like those games. Maybe they like those games. And yet the Western people that are Westernly focused on these games, the people that are focused on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox are the main ones to cry and complain about the current state of gaming. You don't hear me crying and complaining because I'm good. You don't hear about this person and that person that is predominantly on the Nintendo Switch crying and complaining. You barely even see them. I'm upset because of the state of PlayStation, because I believe PlayStation should have stuck to its roots. It had the blueprint for success, and it threw everything away. But I'm good. I'm fine. The PlayStation experience is on the Nintendo Switch, so I'm cool. As a matter of fact, it's better. This experience on the Nintendo Switch is better than anything his PlayStation has offered me in the past 10 years. I'm getting the best of both worlds. I'm getting access to Nintendo games that I haven't played before, or franchises that I haven't played in or played in for so long. And I'm getting that old school PlayStation retro feel and modern PlayStation, like what modern PlayStation would have been. Getting access to games like Story of Seasons, Doraemon Story of Seasons, Monster Hunter Treasures, Harvestella. The Persona series is here now. The list goes on and on. Pokemon. Oh my God. This Pokemon. They showed the new Pokemon trailer yesterday. It looks phenomenal. It's Nintendo is truly destroying the competition. So I don't know how anybody can fix their lips to say that gaming needs a restart or a reset, or it's real depressing, or it's real sad. That's baloney. That's bullcocky. They say they like these games, but these games don't sell. Wow. And every game that I in his collection launched and is still broken. Major bludgeon glitches, screen tearing issues, characters falling through the ground. Every single one of those games are garbage. They're broken. Meanwhile, not one Nintendo game is broken whatsoever. They're all launched perfectly. I am eating on the Switch right now. Sony gamers are saying the same. Yeah, they've been saying that, but crying about losing COD. Yeah, they've been running this narrative of eating good, and they've been slapping each other on the behind and retweets and making videos and things, but they're not eating. They're not eating. Nier, Dialfield, Bayonetta, Mario Rabbids, Persona 5, Harvestella. That's not even. Yeah, that's the sad thing, is that, and I don't mean sad. It's just sad that I don't know everything that's coming, but there's so much more coming, or there's so much more there within a matter of span of 3 months. And within the next 3 months, those are the games that will be dropping on the Nintendo Switch. What do you need a PlayStation for? You don't have any time to play the PlayStation when you have access to such great games.
I found a few places near you.
The government's listening to me. You saw that? The phone just started listening to me randomly. The government's on to me. Sony's on to me. You don't have time to play the Xbox when you're getting such a smorgasbord. You mean to tell me that you're going to stop playing Harvestella, Nier, Persona? You're going to stop playing these great games portably on the Nintendo Switch to go play Soul Hackers 2? Star Ocean? Valkyrie Elysium? Batman, Arkham Knight, Saints Row. What are you missing out on the PlayStation and the X? Respectfully, Game Pass, where it's going to be offering you games you've already played before. You bought a next generation console to play last generation games. Are you really that stupid when you're feeding into the hype of Game Pass? That they really got you? You're playing games that you've already played before. There's nothing new that was built from the ground up for that console on the Xbox and on that Game Pass. Those are all games you could play on the last generation. Somebody says Final Fantasy 16 is not going to flop. Yes, it will. All the other ones did. Why won't 16 flop? What does Final Fantasy 16 have going within its favor in order for it not to flop? What? They couldn't sell they couldn't even sell with one of the greatest video games of all time in Final Fantasy 7. How does 16 have a chance? You literally brung back characters from Final Fantasy 7 that were in Kingdom Hearts. So it's not like the new generation doesn't know who Cloud and all them are. That were in Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers sells everything. When you put your character in Smash Brothers, you've already become you already brung in a cult following. Nobody knew what Fire Emblem was until Smash Brothers. Nobody knew what Xenoblade Chronicles was until Smash Brothers. Final Fantasy 16 will come with a pair of flip-flops. Strangers of Paradise lands in 4th for the worst-selling spinoff. The only spinoff to sell less digitally in Japan are Chocobo Dungeons, The Crystal Bears, and Chocobo Tales. Wow. Yeah, what does Final Fantasy 16 have within its favor to sell? The creator of Final Fantasy 14? Final Fantasy 14 flopped and is still flopping. Final Fantasy 14 is a game that is well with over 10 years old. It had 10 years to get it right. They still haven't made the money back from what they've lost by originally making the game. Not only that, there's the common person out there that's going to be buying a PlayStation 5 for its raised price. So wait a minute. Hold on. Let me show you how Final Fantasy sells. Let me show you how Japanese games sell. Let me show you how they sell. Because if it was up to the West, they would all die. But let me show you how they sell. Let me give you a little bit of a teaching right now, because I understand I'm surrounded by fake gamers right now. I am. Okay, one or two of you, I can give you your props, you guys. But I'm surrounded by fake gamers. Let me give you a little bit of a reason why Japanese games sell. Japanese games sell. Before I tell you, because I like to get you guys involved, I like to see who the real gamers are. How do Japanese games sell? Chat room, go ahead. I'll wait on you guys. And if you can't get it right, I'm gonna have to put you guys in the fake gamer category. How do Japanese games sell? I already gave you the answer. I'll wait for the chat room. I'll wait for you guys. Talk among yourselves. I'm turning my phone off because they're listening to me. I was talking about the Queen. Nobody knows what the 14 is outside of Twitter. Yeah. I was born a faint gamer. Okay, 12 feet tall. He's extreme trolling. He's extreme trolling. Watch out for the extreme trollers. We're being serious right now. We're breaking bread. We're having a discussion. He said he was born a faint gamer. So nobody knows. Nobody knows how even though I just told you guys how Japanese games sold, you guys still don't know. I literally just told you. Japanese games focus on coming up with new gameplay experiences, not technical experiences. Well, I will say Square Enix, even though they were, that's not fair for me to say. Square Enix has been great, bringing, trying to evolve their gameplay experiences over the years, even though the games were bad. I didn't like 15's combat. They even had 15 even did a thing where you hold the square button. Well, okay, nobody knows. So I'm putting everybody in the fake gamer category. Thank you. Even though I gave you the answer. Japanese games technically don't really sell here in the States. If they do, then they got really lucky. But a majority of Japan's game sales come from Japan. So in order for a Japanese game to really take off in sales, it's going to have to do exceptionally well in Japan as well. It can't just be Japan. It can't just be America, because America's or the West, period, is just not going to be able to hold it down like that. Not unless, it's Nintendo. But still, the astronomical sales that we're seeing from Nintendo are coming from Japan as well, thus taking all the sales together, and it's a big sales bonanza, Now, with Final Fantasy 16, in order for Final Fantasy 16 to be successful, you're only going to be able to rely on the West. Why do I say that? Because Japan has completely turned their backs on the PlayStation 5. Let me see if I have an article here. I know we talked about this last week, but and I might have gotten rid of it. But last week, Japan, when they raised the price of the PlayStation 5, Japan said that they are officially done with the PlayStation. Let's see if I was able to maintain that within my notes. So now you've lost Japan. You completely and utterly lost Japan. And not only that, Jim Ryan has literally kind of turned his back during the launch of the PlayStation 5 when it pertains to Japan. I don't think I have it in my notes. I don't think I have it in my notes. Oh, shoot. Look at this. Oh, boy. I got a lot of notes here, guys. I got a lot of notes. The sales of the Xbox Series X are growing. X and S are growing exponentially over there in Japan. FYI, Xbox Series X sold over 16K units this week in Japan, reaching its highest sales to date. With the rise of the prices of the PlayStation 5 in Japan, a lot of Japanese people have said they're done. Now, I don't want to I did this last week. I showed you the proof last week, but I know if I don't show you the proof now that it never existed, even though you saw it. But hopefully I got it in my notes here. I don't think so. Dang it. But yeah, I don't have it in my notes, but it's Japan's done with the PlayStation 5. and they're investing in the Nintendo Switch and the Xbox Series X. Dang it, I don't think I have it, guys. That was last week's episode. Yeah. So how is Final Fantasy 16 going to sell? This is the reason why I'm always right and you're always wrong. I still can't believe in 2022 a guy that is always right is there's still people coming out of the crevices trying to tell me I'm wrong, but I'm always right though. But it's just common sense that Final Fantasy 16 is going to be an unmitigated disaster. It's just common sense. There's no way anybody here in the West is going to buy Final Fantasy 16. It's just not going to happen. Even with its old new revamped combat system to be more like Devil May Cry. How much did Devil May Cry sell? The last trailer that we got from Final Fantasy 16, nobody was even able to see it. Did it even trend when they showed the Final Fantasy 16 trailer? Come on, let's deal with the facts here. Let's not try to deal with our emotions and our feelings. You know, I feel like it's going to sell. How you feel is a whole different perspective on what it really is. Jimbo over there at PlayStation has ruined everything. Now they completely alienated Japan with the high prices. I had an article where people were saying, we talked about this last week. They were saying that the Japanese people said, put Final Fantasy 16 on the Nintendo Switch. Oh no, there's no way that can happen, man. The Nintendo Switch is going to explode from all that power. Oh, stop it. I've asked this question last week. I said, can somebody please give me a game that runs on the Nintendo Switch that's just so bad? We got a game coming to did I put that in my notes? I got so many notes, but I don't have any notes for the damn podcast. Isn't that sad? Hold on, guys. I got notes right now. Hold on. If I don't have it in my notes, then it's going to be in my my profile thing. God dang it. What am I doing? Okay, here it is. Blanchard sent this to me. I got it in my notes. Thank you, Blanchard. Did you know? Check this out. Did you know that the PlayStation 4 version of The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero will lack many of the graphical and quality of life upgrades that the Nintendo Switch version? And PC ports will include? This Nintendo Switch and graphical thing is a complete hoax that has been contrived by Twitter. It's a hoax. I was the only one confident enough to come out and say the Nintendo Switch is 10 times more powerful than the PlayStation 5. And that's a fact. What the Nintendo Switch is doing with a handheld console hybrid should not be happening. The Nintendo Switch is truly a technical marvel. It's the only console on the market that is showing growth. It's the only console on the market that is really showing some type of power. And it looks like it's going to be the only console on the market that's going to be able to give you graphical quality compared to the PlayStation 4 version. You've been duped. When these developers say, "Oh, we can't bring it because of the technical issues," that's cap. That's lies. That's all lies. These are things that are being contrived by PlayStation. Trust me, and Microsoft. And I remember when the creator, this creator right here, before a couple of months ago, they were saying that they can't put these games on the Nintendo Switch due to the lack of quality. Now things have changed all of a sudden. Look at this. What happened? Remember, guys, what did they call it? Neo Falcom? What did the creators of these little Trails of games called? They were talking about they couldn't port them to the Nintendo Switch due to graphical limits and things of that such. And they were talking about Trails of the Sky, a game that's on the PSP. You're being played. The Nintendo Switch can easily run Final Fantasy 16. Every single game that you guys said that could not run on the Nintendo Switch is here now. Persona 5. Nier. Kingdom Hearts. And that's a cloud version. Excuse me. Afro Samurai, every time I put a poll up, every time I pull up a post asking if people are going to buy games, Afro Samurai says no to each and every single one of the games. How am I negative? How am I wrong, Afro Samurai? When you say no to every single poll where I ask, are you going to buy a game? You consistently say, no, I'm buying that game. So I'm concerned. Are you even gaming? Do you have proof that Switch cannot run Final Fantasy 16? Do you have any proof? What's your proof? How do you know that the Final Fantasy 16 cannot run on the Switch? Prove it to me right now. Are you extreme trolling? Do you have proof that it can't run on the Nintendo Switch? Okay, you're extreme trolling. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for wasting everybody's time. I want you guys to go to every single poll where I say, are you going to buy this game? And I want you to go in those comments and look who's down there talking about who he's not going to buy, what he's not buying. Now he wants to he has these high standards. What? Huh? I would love to see your collection to know what your standards are. I would love to see that. Can you do a YouTube video, Afro? Show, you don't even have to say nothing. Just show me your collection so we can thoroughly look over this collection next week on the X-TENDO podcast. Can you do that for me, please? Please, I'll pay you. I'll pay you. So there's no proof. He has no proof. I'm willing to pay him, guys. I guarantee you he won't do it. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that you're a troll. Thank you. What country are you from? What country are you from, Afro? Afro, what country are you from? He's from another country. Trust me. Trust me. Oh, stop it. Why are y'all so ashamed of your damn country? I'm tired of these immigrants. I didn't. What country are you from? I don't know. Every time we ask you immigrants where you're from, I'm from America. No, you're not. Where's your family from? Where's your family from? You were anchored here. You're an anchor baby. Where are you from? Where are your roots coming from? I'm from here. You can look at me. Look at my bone structure. You can tell I'm a native to this land. You can tell by the charisma and the, and the know-it-all, the intelligence. You know I am native to this land. I am an aborigine to this land. You never see me giggling. That's how you know I'm not from another country. The giggling and the extreme trolling, that's how you know somebody's from another country. Yeah. You're from Africa. I knew it. This guy's an immigrant, man. Yeah. Thank you, Sly. Anyway. Every single poll I do, the games are phenomenal. No, I ain't buying that, man. What? We're going to start doing collection reviews. I'm going to take a video, do at me on Twitter, give me the video, and we're going to go through that collection single-handedly. Don't take no games out either. Seriously. 1 by 1, 2 by 2. We're going to go going over collections. All right, let's get focused. I got a lot of conspiratorial notes in here, so please don't mind that. YouTuber tears down the new PS5, posted it's cheaper despite price increase. We just talked about this last week if you were here. I told you guys they were going to be giving you a cheaper model for more. They're going to be giving you less for more for less. Didn't I say that? Now they're going in and they're tearing the thing apart and they're going through the increments and the details, and they're offering you less for more. Yeah, YouTuber tears down the new PS5, posted it's cheaper despite price increase. What part of the game is this? Wisdom, I told you, man, we need to get these mother suckers out of here, bro. You said last week, no, I hope you don't go anywhere, man. And I'm not trying to clown you. You're my guy. Don't get it twisted. You're my guy. But you said that towards the end of the show, you said, no, man, they can't go. I don't want them to go, man. They need to go. They have become nothing more than a hindrance in the last 12 to 13 years. They have. They have been a disgrace to gaming in the last 12 to 13 years. Sega has never offered us. Sega has offered us the best when it pertains to the consoles. PlayStation has offered us the worst when it comes to every PlayStation console. Cheap products, cheap parts. PlayStation 2, the only reason the PlayStation 2 sold so much is not because of the DVD player. You stupid idiot, stop saying that. It's not true. The reason it sold so high because it was so cheap, it broke. You had to run out and go buy another one. I went through at least 4 or 5 PlayStations myself. The PlayStation would literally last for like a year for me. I was getting busy playing. I was playing my PlayStation 1 games. I was playing the SmackDown games. I was putting in the multi-tapping, running bootleg DVDs off of that bad boy, man. Plugging in the Mad Catz controller, and bad boy would just break within a year. And I had to run out and go buy another one. Especially the fat ones. I knew it was dying because I would put it in and it would go. Oh, what the freak is this? I tried to put it on its side. I tried to put it upside down. Back in the day, we used to use our Sega consoles as footballs, right? Remember, for those of us who were there. I'm not talking about Afro. He wasn't there. He's got all these high standards, and yet he doesn't play any games. So he's not, that's the thing about the gaming community today. Nobody's playing games, and yet they got the most to say. We would literally use our Sega Genesis as basketballs, man. Damn, we ain't got no ball, man. What we gonna do? Get the Sega Genesis. Bow. We were out there. We would, yeah, dunking stuff, and then we would come back and then play some Sonic the Hedgehog right after we got done playing. Those things were durable, man. The PlayStation 2 had lens reading issues. The damn of a speck of dust got on that damn lens. It couldn't read the game. Tiny speck would just land on the goddamn lens. Boop, and it couldn't read the whole damn game. You'd be in the middle of Grand Theft Auto or some type of mediocre Western game, and the game would just stop playing. Every single one of these PlayStation consoles have been just cheap garbage. Get these idiots out of here. They need to get the hell out of here. They need to go. I'm telling you, if one goes, it's going to build something new for the better. Get these idiots out of here. Look at this. They're charging us more for less. Cheaper products. Now that they put in bubblegum chewings and eraser bits. My PlayStation 4 currently doesn't work. No lie. It won't turn on. Piece of junk. The Nintendo Switch is more profitable than vinyl, CDs, and DVDs in the UK. They said physical medium is dead. They said physical medium is dead. Nintendo Switch has proven otherwise. Business is booming, fellas. Business is booming. Dang, you gotta be popping too. And the UK is not even up to grade on the high tech stuff. They still buying DVDs and Blu-rays and vinyls and stuff like that. Nintendo Switch is popping out there. PSN is being overrun with 2-minute easy. Oh my god. PSN is being overrun with 2-minute easy platinum shovelware. Oh, what a joke. These are the games that Afro's playing. 2-minute games where you can quickly get the platinum. You can run online and say, look at me, I got these platinums. Look at my platinums compared to yours. And and then you start looking through the games. You go, wait a minute, hold on now. What the hell is that? I remember the Wii was supposed to be bad because of shovelware, but it's okay on the PlayStation. The PlayStation is the king of shovelware, but let's not let the truth get in the way of a good story, right? I thought this was interesting. The Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle Director thought people would hate the game. Still nervous with sparks of hope. See, this is the reason why I don't support Ubisoft, Yes, I hate the game. Yes, I hate Mario Rabbids. I know a lot of the Nintendo guys, they love this game. They swear by this game, man. So you gotta play it, man. You gotta buy it, man. Come on, man. And you know me, I'm such a man, I stand by beliefs. I stand by what I say. If you piss me off once, I'm out. You know what I mean? That's just the New Jersey in me, Oh, gotta watch out for that mother sucker right there. And they really pissed me off for what they did. And they were just about to be sold the other day. Somebody put in a big chunk of ownership within Ubisoft. And they're 50%. They're out of here. They're going to be bought in good. Should have never turned your back on the Wii U. But yeah, a lot of people love the Mario Rabbids. A lot of people swear by this game. A lot of people told me to buy this game. Furries, extreme weirdos, things of that such. I'm pretty sure it's a great game. But I don't support Ubisoft in any way, shape, or form. Oh wow, look at this. I thought this was the ultimate shop. Giovanni, he's a reviewer. He reviewed the new Splatoon 3 that comes out tomorrow, another exclusive for the Nintendo Switch. But I guess you need your PlayStation 5 for what? SOCOM? Not SOCOM. Saints Row or Soul Hackers 2. Right? Okay, anyway. Splatoon 3 comes out tomorrow, another great exclusive for the Nintendo Switch. I mean, just week after week after week, just game after game after game. Not only that, gaming showcases every week. Every week, Nintendo's doing something. Every 2 weeks, Nintendo's showing off a new game that's coming out within the next span of a few months. Nintendo's pushing the dates up for games. The game was initially released in 5 months from now, but they pushed it up to 2 months ago. You know what I'm saying? It's phenomenal. Why do I need a PlayStation? Why do I need an Xbox? If it's for gaming, I don't need it. Now, if it's for other reasons, idol worshiping, you know what I mean, tool grabbing, Twitter, things that do not equate the Twitter to gaming, excuse me, then yeah, I would get an Xbox and a PlayStation 5. If you don't care about gaming, if you care about controller enhancements, UI upgrades and things of that such, you know, slicker and lighter models that can conserve energy and stuff, okay, then that's what you get that for. You're going to be conserving energy anyway by not having the damn console on. So who cares if you're conserving energy? The lack of games on both of those two consoles, the trashy game. What happened to The Last of Us Part 1? What happened? Where'd it go? Did anybody even see the game? I saw some stuff. We're going to get into it tonight. But Giovanni, he's taking the ultimate shot, man. It'll be easy to take a game like Splatoon 3 for granted. It's going to be easy. But cherish it while you can. He's right. When's the last time we got a complete multiplayer game that doesn't leave you anxious for what's next in the product's roadmap? Pow! That was a nice shot. Yeah, these roadmap games are pathetic. I grew up in an era, man, where we got complete games within a game. We got the DLC within the game, and you didn't even have to pay for the DLC. It will reward you for beating the game. You beat the game, okay, now you can get access to this and that and the third, and the hidden content and things of that such. One of the first games I noticed where I was being rewarded for playing the game was Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, you beat the game, you get the little Marvel vs. Capcom bucks, and then you would go into the Marvel vs. Capcom store and you start buying character colors and stages. That was so dope. And it looks like you're going to be getting that with Splatoon 3. You're going to be getting access to the full complete game, and you don't have to worry about the roadmap to get access to co-op. You gotta wait for some type of mode map to get access to the game. Oh my God. Why do you have an Xbox? Why do you have a PlayStation 5? Why? Come on. You're being played. You're being played. They're playing you. I asked this question on my Twitter. I said, is the 343 Halo debacle that's going on right now, even though IGN and all these other websites gave the Halo the 10 out of 10 and things like that such, even though the game's not even finished yet. That seems to be a running pattern with IGN for some strange reason. They're giving 9s and 10s to games like Final Fantasy VII Remake and Halo Infinite and things of that such, games that are not even complete. 9s and 10s, but games that are complete, like Splatoon and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and things of that such, are getting 7s. Something's not right. Something strange is going on where they're punishing complete games, but rewarding unfinished games and games that people are furious about because they're so bad. And yet I haven't seen not one complaint from Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I haven't seen one complaint from Splatoon 3 that comes out tomorrow. You're not going to see any complaints. And yet the gamers are grabbing these games and having zero complaints. And yet these unfinished games, or these games where they're remastering and remaking games and revitalizing games, allegedly, and charging you $70, and yet there's complaints across the board. But IGN and all these other websites are saying they're 10s. What's going on? I asked this question the other day. I said, is this 343 Halo debacle? Is this what's to come in the future for Game Pass? Is this what Game Pass is going to be? Are we going to be making excuses because it's going to be like, hey, well, listen, yeah, the game's not complete and there's a roadmap and this and that, and IGN gave it 10s and 9s and things of that such, you know? But at the end of the day, you know, what you complaining for? It's free on Game Pass. Is this what we have to look forward to? Is this what gaming has become due to idol worshiping? Is this what we have to look forward to with Xbox and PlayStation? Giving us a simulation of gaming, but it's not really gaming. This isn't gaming. What's going on over there? Man, the Xbox and the PlayStation guys are miserable. They're all miserable. These dudes are literally waking up in the morning and starting the console war, right? On Twitter. But they haven't even attempted to turn on their console yet. At least turn on the console first before you get started on the console war. At least turn it on. Just turn it on once. Peter, I know I want to conserve energy. At least turn on your goddamn console. Just turn it on first. Just turn on the console first before you get to Twitter and start fighting with somebody about what console is better. There is no difference between the two. There is no difference between those two. They're both doing the same thing, and that is not offering you a true gaming experience. What is going on? Why is there such a disconnect between gamers and the game reviewers and the Sony fanboys and the Xbox guys? Why is that conglomerate, the Western gaming media, why is all of that area that's going on over there, why is there such a bunch of big clutter ball of confusion? Like it's just a big old dark cloud over there. But yet when you look over the Nintendo section, you start thinking about Nintendo, all of a sudden you start seeing rainbows and the sunny days and bright suns and elves and gnomes skipping along. What is going on? Does anybody know? Remember when GameSpot had Zelda a 9 out of 10 and the one con was unnecessary? We have to fight. We got to fight. You know, Nintendo guys, I know we don't go to Twitter. I know we're too busy playing video games, but sometimes we might have to turn the game off and hit Twitter for about 20 minutes. Don't get addicted to it. You know, Twitter can be very addictive. Not for me. I could drop it fast. I do it for business reasons. You know what I mean? Just to keep myself within the algorithm, you know? But if I didn't, I could really go without Twitter and just play video games all day. And I know you guys can too, but maybe we might have to do the opposite. I'm telling the Xbox and the PlayStation guys, at least turn your console on first before you start getting activated and acclimated within the console war. I'm saying, guys, at least we might have to hit Twitter first before we start getting we might have to run to Twitter and first. Then we can go play Xenoblade Chronicles. Then we can go, before you guys start getting access to your Splatoon 3s. And I know you guys are going to get heavy with that. Let's hit Twitter first. Let's take pictures of our games. Let's spread our pictures amongst the community. Let's dance in the Nintendo section at GameStop or wherever, when your package comes in the mail. Let's do something we really need to start stepping up and stepping out, because our silence is the reason why fake gaming has become the norm. I'm extremely proud of what you guys did and what you're continuing to do with Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm proud that you guys took to Twitter and said Chapter 5, showing off the true graphics, doing a scope and a pan around, you know what I mean? Showing off the power and you know what I mean? I'm so proud of you, because if we didn't do that, people really would have took what IGN said as a fact. That the graphics were ugly, the gameplay, and then it was repetitive and it was filler. No. I'm really proud of what you guys did. I was going to make that a negative, that people took to Twitter to kind of talk about the Xenoblade Chronicles, when the aspects of story and stuff like that, but I'm going to have to make that a positive now. Because if we don't do these things, we're, the fakeness that's going on within the Xbox and the PlayStation and the Western gaming industry is going to become the norm. And these developers are going to be seeing these things. They're not smart. They don't look at the numbers. They look at what the chatter is. They look at what the IGNs are saying and things of that such. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for you guys doing that. Final Fantasy VII Remake doesn't even have a jiggle physics on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Xenoblade Chronicles fans talking about Chapter 5 shows that they played. Wow. Have you ever seen that within the Xbox or PlayStation game? Give me one. I'll wait. I'll let you talk amongst yourselves. Go ahead. Let you talk amongst yourselves, please. Just one game. Just give me one. That's all I need is one game. Was it the Final Fantasy VII Remake? Was it Ghost of Tsushima? Was it Spider-Man? Only time I see something when it pertains to an Xbox or a PlayStation game, they're highlighting the glitches and the screen tearings and console crashings and things of that such. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 really does look like a Ghibli film. The game looks incredible and runs great too. Yeah. I never played Splatoon before, but I'm planning on picking this game up tomorrow. I'll see, because I also want to buy a retro game. I'm pissed off because I ordered this damn game and I got to return it back because it's broken. I bought this game on eBay, and the seller said it was tested and it runs well, and that. So I'm gonna get my little punk ass dollars back. But I want to get. I know Splatoon 3 comes out tomorrow, and I know new is to the modern day fake gamers is considered gaming. You know, if you're buying the new stuff, that's what makes you a new gamer, and I got no problem with that. But you know, I want to buy Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Explorers of the Sky. Oh my god. But I went and bought Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Darkness. This came broken. I'm pissed off. But I want Explorers of the Sky, but it cost $90. But I heard that was the best Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game. I know. What? You're buying Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? A DS game? I know. I know I'm a joke. I'm a fraud. Yes, yes, I understand. But I want to play. I was looking at some whatchamacallit. John from he used to be on Game Explain. He was doing a poll saying what was the best looking DS game. I'm sorry, I'm geeking out over games, and I know you guys don't like that. I'm talking about video games, and gamers don't like that. But let me just geek for a second. John from Game Explain, he did what are the best looking DS games, and I'm looking for the retro stuff right now. And I was going through, and there was a lot of games that people were posting that I wish I bought. And I'm so mad that I didn't, like Nostalgia. And there was a JRPG called Nostalgia on the DS back in the day, and I'm surprised I didn't buy it. I don't know why I didn't buy it. I remember I would see the cover, and I would go, next time, next time. You know what I'm saying? Because when you go into GameStop, I would come in with a certain amount of money, and I would see these games, and I'd be like, I'll get you next time, buddy. But time moves so fast. Nostalgia's gone, and now nostalgia's going for an extremely high price, and it's like, man, I remember when it was like $13. I remember when all those games was just sitting there cheap, and I was just like, I came here for Pokemon Legends of Arceus. I'll get you next time. Now they're going for like an astronomical price. But anyway, I have no idea why I said that, but I just wanted to geek out. So yeah, I want to get Splatoon 3, but I also want to buy a retro game. But I don't know. I'll let you guys know tomorrow when I post on Twitter. Let me go to my chat room real quick. Let me see what they're saying. I'm still bitter about Fangivers hyping up Pokemon after buying real. Hold on. I'm still bitter about fake gamers hyping up Pokemon after bullying real Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I got bullied. I still get bullied to this day over Pokemon, man. I get bullied for just being a gamer, period. Gamers bully other gamers for being gamers. Isn't that crazy? That's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Made It Abyss. I didn't even know Made It Abyss came out, but it's selling extremely well in Japan on the Nintendo Switch. The Made It Abyss, Binary Star Falling into Darkness, a game I was actually hyped up for, but I do want to get on the discount. Debut sales in Japan are 12,000, doing phenomenal. Physical units on the Nintendo Switch, and sold 7,000 on a PlayStation 4. This is the chess move for me. This is what I believe Phil Spencer and Microsoft wants to do. I don't think they technically want Sony out of the gaming landscape, because if Sony was gone, there's no way they can compete with Nintendo. So Microsoft will be right out of here. So they need PlayStation, Microsoft, in order to stay alive within the degree, because the whole battle between Microsoft and PlayStation, even though the sales are extremely low for both platforms, especially in comparison to the Nintendo Switch, they still need each other to stay alive. They're basically the PlayStation and Xbox. They're using each other to stay alive against Nintendo, because Nintendo is just doing so extremely well. It's actually supplying gamers with games. It's actually supplying real upgrades within the console. It's Nintendo's just doing astronomically well against the competition. Like, they even tried to change the rules around over when the Western gaming media changed the rules. This is something we've never seen before, but they're doing this whole thing when they're talking about dollars earned. And that was supposed to work within PlayStation's favor, because the PlayStation is a more of an expensive console than the Nintendo Switch. But then that completely backfired, because in the whole year of 2022, the Nintendo Switch has made more dollars earned and sold more consoles. So that plan completely backfired against the gaming media. But hey, whatever. Keep trying to change the rules to fit you, and you know, keep taking these L's, man. Hopefully these L's get you the hell up out of here. The gaming media has lost complete and all credibility with the masses, and I think it's great. But this is what I think Microsoft wants to do. In February, Microsoft's Brad Smith said that Xbox would treat Call of Duty similar to Minecraft and put it on even more platforms, including continuing on the PlayStation. Did Xbox want a concession from Sony to get more than 3 more years of Call of Duty? Well, Jeff Keighley doesn't, he usually tends to tweet. The only time you'll see Jeff Keighley really tweeting is to promote some stupid show that he's about to be on, where he's going to be lying. He's going to sit there and talking about, oh, you got to check out this show because we got 1,000 premieres and we got these 2,000 games being showed. And the only people that are watching are Xbox and PlayStation guys because they're so thirsty for anything. And yet they sit there and watch the whole show and they show nothing. Nintendo guys are too busy playing video games to care about his stupid shows. But another time when he tweets is to defend PlayStation. Now he's sitting here and he's trying to show these old interviews from Microsoft saying this, that, and the third, and what's going on. Is Xbox trying to hustle Sony? And, he's running these damage control for PlayStation right now, as they do, as the whole Western media does. But this is what I believe Microsoft was trying to do. And I heard Phil Spencer say this years ago. Hey, he tried to come to PlayStation and Nintendo said, no, we don't want Game Pass on our platform. This is what I think Microsoft wants to do. Phil Spencer wants to do. Hey, after these 3 years, your contract is over and we're going to be keeping Call of Duty for ourselves. Do I believe Microsoft wants to technically do that? Absolutely not. I believe they want to put them on all platforms. But Phil Spencer and Microsoft have a plan for Game Pass. And they say, hey, we got something of yours that you need. We got something of yours that you need, and you've come out and you admitted that you need it. The best way you're going to be able to get access to Call of Duty is on Game Pass. Let us put Game Pass on your PlayStation. This is what I think the major plan is for. I really believe that Phil Spencer does not want to keep Call of Duty exclusive to the Xbox. And no, I don't think that within no shape or fashion whatsoever. But he can use it as a bargaining chip to get his thing on there. And if you're going to rely on Microsoft fans to buy Call of Duty, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I'm sorry. Sorry, Microsoft guys. It's not going to work. Halo is one of your most hugest platforms on Xbox, but now it's not. We haven't got any sales numbers for Halo. In the beginning, we had this new fake narrative that they're creating that there's these certain amount of millions of players, but they haven't done that in a long time. That means they're probably bleeding players astronomically. Microsoft is not relying on you to move units for Call of Duty. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, Microsoft should focus on creating some type of Twitter alternative, because that's the only way that they're going to be able to really make money off of Xbox fans. At the end of the day, you guys are not supporting games. You're not buying games. You're waiting for sales. I mean, it's just pathetic. It's pathetic. So no, Microsoft, Phil Spencer, they don't trust you. You don't buy games. But they are going to use Call of Duty as a bargaining chip. They are. You don't buy games. You don't play games. You're too busy worrying about what studio they're going to buy next. These guys, they sit all day talking about what studio they're going to buy over actually turning on the console. Turn on your console first, then tweet. The only place where people are buying games, the only place that you do not need a Game Pass equivalent is a Nintendo Switch and Nintendo fans. It's the only place. These are the facts. I don't care if you don't like it. These are facts. I posted this tweet today. Why do Xbox and PlayStation fans hate Nintendo exclusives, right? Oh, Zelda Breath of the Wild is extremely overrated. Oh my God. But love extremely watered down Nintendo ripoffs. You talk to the Xbox guy. I talked to at least 20 Xbox guys, right? What are you playing right now, man? No, I'm posting pictures of Pokemon because I'm extremely addicted to Pokemon. The new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I'm super excited for. At first, I was like, but the trailer yesterday got me like super hyped, and I'm like, I'm Pokemoned out. I'm taking. I'm geeking out on video games again. Taking paper. I'm going through all 700 Pokemon, and I'm writing down what Pokemon that are accessible to Sword and Shield, and I can train him and put what skills on, and I'm pulling on a calculator and doing the math, how much damage input this Pokemon is going to do. Like I'm Pokemoned out right now. I'm playing the old Pokemon games. I'm supposed to be playing the Xenoblade Chronicles 3, phenomenal game, but I'm just Pokemon right now. I'm Pokemoned out. I'm Pokemon crazy. I'm Poke crazy, you know. I'm about to this weekend. I'm supposed to be playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3, but I'm going to be playing Sword and Shield, and I'm going to be building teams. If you guys want to battle, hit me up. I know Afro's not going to be battling. He doesn't like Pokemon. Like anything. But anyway, if anybody wants to battle me at Pokemon so I can test out my skills, check out my teams, let me know. Hit me up on Twitter at Monkey King Zobi. The link is down in the description. I'm talking to the Xbox guys, and I'm asking them, and the Xbox guys are coming into my mentions. Yeah, because I'm addicted to Pokemon. And they're like, yeah, I'm playing Tim right now. These people are so pathetic. They're so thirsty for the Nintendo experience. It's getting crazy now. I'm playing Tim. What? Tim is some type of water. Look at these Aspergian monsters. They look crazy. Look at these monsters. Look at these monsters. They look crazy. And this is what they're playing. These dudes are a bunch of freaking weirdos, man. Look at these watered down experiences. The multiverse, they're posting their multiverse gameplay online, but Smash Brothers is trash. Zelda Breath of the Wild, Zelda's trash. Tunic. Come on, people are coming in my mentions. Those games are actually fun, man. They can't be fun. These games can't actually be fun. They can't be. Because you said it was trash originally. You originally said Smash Bros. Is trash. You literally said Zelda Breath of the Wild is trash. You originally said that the original Zelda trash. You originally said Pokemon is trash. It's a kid's game. I grew up. But these are good? Oh my God. Oh, yo, man, those new Mega Man Pokemons. Oh, they look dope, man. That's what got me hyped. Before I was like watching Scarlet and Nexus, I was just like, but then when I saw that they were having version exclusives of these little, Mega Man Battle Network looking Pokemon, I said, okay, there we go. Even though I think those are legendaries, they have to be legendaries. So I wouldn't be able to use them when I'm fighting you guys, if we do tournaments and things of that such. But I'm gonna use them during the story mode for sure. And I can't wait to catch them. I'm a collector. I like collecting things, and that's the reason why I like these monster collecting games so much. It's like my favorite genre. So I'm gonna collect that mother sucker. Have him on the team. I wonder what his shiny looks like. His shiny probably looks really cool. Yeah, excuse me. I want the purple one. I want the purple one with the two swords coming out of his hand. You know what I mean? PlayStation doesn't need Breath of the Wild when we got. How many minutes we on, guys? Wow, we're on 2 hours already. Wow, that went by fast. That went by fast. Should I shut it down, guys? Should I keep it going? Let me look at my likes real quick. Check out the likes. We get any donations, guys? Did we get any donators? Anybody donate? We might have to shut it down. If we didn't get any donations, if the likes ain't looking right, did we get any members? Anybody, any memberships? I'm not trying to pull you. I'm not trying to pull any money out. I'm just saying we can go longer than the 2 hour mark if we got some support. Yeah. That guy talking about Assassin's Creed is insane, right? The hell is he talking about? We'll go for a little bit longer. Nobody, they show no support to the content. Everybody just want a free ride. Switch is most profitable for all entertainment in the UK. All entertainment, beating out PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, plus even DVDs, Blu-rays, CDs, and vinyl. Wow. Phenomenal. I thought this was funny. Dumb question. Who's Millie? Yeah, the Sony fanboys have resorted to like this like extreme trolling at this point. It's kind of sad. With what has happened to the PlayStation fan too. It was sad for the past 10 years, but now it's just getting really sad. They're creating these accounts and they're pretending to have these leaks. Like Nintendo is supplying so many games that they're trying to. Everything they're doing is as much as they claim Nintendo's not a non-factor. But everything you see them doing shows that they're competing with Nintendo. From the last topic that we just had, when they're hyping up Tim, you know what I mean, and multiverse, it just shows that they're competing with Nintendo, even though they're trying to their hardest not to. So Nintendo every week is always having announcements of new games, new experiences, new everything, right? New consoles. They come out with a Switch and Violet console. I would prefer to have like a Pikachu console, things of that such. The Pikachu Eevee console, whatever happened to that? They came out. I missed out on that. So now they're going through this whole thing where they're doing a series of leaks. According to this person, according to that, there was supposed to be a PlayStation showcase today. According to the leakers, it's supposed to be this and that's happening. Well, according to the PlayStation Studios fan, according to Millie Mon, and Millie Mon is, I don't know, it's like a female's avatar. I'm not even sure who this person is. The person who unveiled Wolverine PS5 before its announcement. Nobody announced that. That's this complete bull crap. Spider-Man 2 exceeds expectations of Marvel's higher ups. The gameplay should be revealed soon. And the eye emojis. Yeah, a lot of them have resorted to just simply just extreme trolling. This leak is coming, that leak is coming. Expect this on Thursday, and these things just never come. I don't know what's wrong with these people. I thought this was extremely funny. Yeah, these are true upgrades. These are within 6 years, 1996 to 2000. I can't believe that's only been 6 years from 1996 to 2002. But anyway, the release $50 of the original Resident Evil, new cutscenes, new unlockables, new storyline. Oh no, is this Resident Evil Director's Cut or something? This might be Director's Cut. New cutscenes, new unlockables, new storyline. Release price is 50 for the Resident Evil for the GameCube. New designs. There was also new. It was more than new designs. There was new gameplay elements. They completely just revamped. I'm a Resident Evil 1 junkie. They've changed a lot, and this is like one of the greatest video games of all time. This Resident Evil remake for the GameCube. I was so jealous of the GameCube when this came to the GameCube because I had a PlayStation. And I was young. I couldn't run out just buy multiple consoles like I can today. That's one of the greatest video games. And that is right there is the greatest remake I've ever seen in my entire life. They have never remade a game as good as the Resident Evil remake for the game, exclusive to the GameCube at that time. I've never played a remake that was just like that is the ultimate remake. You know what I mean? That's what I thought Final Fantasy VII remake was going to be. But this right here is the greatest remake ever. It was still keeping its core mechanics. It gave you an option if you wanted to play with more streamlined controls. You can play with those streamlined controls. They kept the tank mechanics up. Phenomenal remake, and still at the price of $50. This game is 9 years. The Last of Us Part 1. Its release date was released at $50. Small details. No, I think this is the remaster. Release price was $50 for the remaster. Excuse me. Small details. Release price $70. Oh no, wait a minute. Okay, I'm confused here. That's not for that. This is for Resident Evil 1 to that. All right, cool. New cutscenes, new unlockables, new storyline, new designs. That's for all of that. Okay, cool. For the Last of Us, it released at $50. Just small details. And I'm sorry. This looks better than that. The Last of Us 1 looks better. I don't see where people are going, these massive upgrades, and they're getting mad because people are upset that people are paying $70. Yes, that's ridiculous. Why are you paying $70 for this? This looks better. You can even tell it looks better because look at the sleeve here and her chin and how that all blends together, and it feels like she's actually resting on her hand. When you look at the remake and she's resting her hand, that hand looks completely out of place. It looks like they just took a baby's arm and rested it on her chin. Look how out of place this supposed built from the ground up game is. Look how that is. It doesn't mesh well in comparison to how that meshes well. It looks like it belongs, where it looks like they just stapled an arm to the face of the supposed whatever the hell you would call this thing. Do y'all see that? You see how that blends well? The hand, soft and gentle. I'm not trying to get props to the last one. I think they're both trash, but I'm talking about the main selling point was supposed to be the graphics. Look at this. The Nintendo Switch is a more powerful console than the PlayStation 5. Y'all see that? Let me go to my chat room. They can see that. Okay, we got a donator. Wow. X Dot, thank you so much, brother. Y'all see that? Oh my God. Nines and tens, nines and tens, nines and tens, nines and tens. Just going through the GSD August sales data for UK, digital and physical sales. Interestingly, Saints Row sold best on Xbox platforms last month, despite Xbox low install base. That was the Saints Row was the Xbox fanboys' most anticipated game of 2022. A terrible game. Terrible, terrible game was their most anticipated game. The games are so dry over there that they're buying this. They're buying Saints Row. That's how dry it is over there. And yet they want to tell you, how can you say there's no games? And then they start showing off games from last generation and 2 generations ago and 3 generations ago. They say the Xbox ain't got no games. And then they show you old ass games built for consoles for that generation. This kind of defeats your argument, Xbox guys. Because if you're buying something so bad, it just proves that there is nothing to do on the Xbox. This is not a celebration. This is not something to celebrate. This is pathetic. A Nintendo fan would never. They're creating synthetic. That's for the X. That's for that's for something else. I just thought this was interesting. Neil Druckmann says, "We don't use the word fun," says The Last of Us 2 director Neil Druckmann. Elite Eleanor's adventure in The Last of Us 2 is not a joy. They're not even making fun games anymore. What is going on? I'm afraid of what's going on with the Xbox and PlayStation. I hope it doesn't trickle over to the Nintendo side. Nintendo, you see what works. Please do not fumble the bag. You already know what works. We got to get the game reviewers on our side, man. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, they don't. They're completely irrelevant now. My latest editorial, I let 343 history with the Halo franchise speaks for itself. This is this Marvel mouth weirdo. 343 Industries can no longer be trusted with Halo. It needs to go. I already talked about this last week. I don't think this is fair. I don't think anybody can work with Halo if it comes to recreating what Bungie did. It's not fair. We have to allow 343 studios to create the game that their special talents are. You get rid of 343, who are you going to bring in? Who are you going to bring in? Did he give any solutions to the problem? Or is he just making a editorial hit piece for clicks and views? The thing is with Zombie 70, I don't just say things suck. I give you reasons on why they suck. I've never just come on and say this thing sucks. This is the worst. That's what that dude that copies me. That's what he does. I always give you, okay, this sucks because of this. This is bad because of this. I'm not some type of immigrant. I'm not some type of giggling troll. I give you points and reasons on why. That's what immigrants do, not me. I don't know why people think that I just come out and say things suck and then they start copying me. And I'm like, I don't do that. I give you reasons why it sucks. I've always done that. Jesus Christ. The guy that created the PlayStation is out of here. Thank God. Oh my God. Every PlayStation he made is just pure trash. Shedding a tear for you. Games that will be leaving Game Pass is the best deal in gaming, and yet your games are leaving. Whoa! A Plague's Tale, Origami 2, Bug Fables, Craftopia, Final Fantasy 13. Oh man, I don't know how JRPGs are going to be able to last on Game Pass. JRPGs are well with over 200 hours. These aren't some type of pick up and play, Halo experiences. You get half a piece of a game. You know what I'm saying? How are JRPGs going to be able to work? Persona 5 Royale is offering you over 500 hours of content. People are going to be playing their little personas, and the game's going to get taken away. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. I ain't rocking with no Game Pass, man. They snatching all my little games off. Nah, brother. That ain't cool with me, man. I don't like that. And then, hey, check it out, guys. Those games are going, but look what's coming. Oh, my God. Disley's Dreamlight and Valley. Super Pets. You suck at parking. Train Simulator 3. Deposit Game. Metal Hellsinger. Opus Magnum and Escalation. Yeah. Game Pass is the best deal in gaming. They're taking out the good games and putting in crap. Oh my God. Stay away from Xbox. Cancel your Game Pass immediately. What is this? They're taking out the good games and putting in this. They're enticing you with the good stuff. And this is what they're replacing it with? You suck at parking too? I didn't even know there was a 1. Oh my God. What? This is what I'm losing gaming. I'm losing ownership of my games for this. This is the best deal in gaming. My God. Say what you want about Final Fantasy 13. 10 times better than any of this. Snatching off my games. That's crazy. I'm not paying for you to take my games off. That's insane. This article here says the future of RPGs is looking bright. And what the hell? Starfield. Diablo 4, Dragon Age. Come on. Final Fantasy 6. Okay, Pokemon. Yeah. Fable. I'm looking forward to see what Fable is going to be about. I don't think I'm going to buy it because I don't like DRM. But I'm curious. Elder Scrolls 6. Garbage. Kingdom Hearts. Stop it. 10 times way better games coming out. JRPGs coming out. Yeah, we're not shedding tears for you, sir. Your counsels were trash. Oh, look at this. This is The Last of Us Part 1 remake, and it's bug-ridden. Look at this. You can't even see the game, so I apologize that I'm showing you this and you can't see it. That's all they did was make the game darker. Look at this. Clipping characters. Monsters are clipping in within characters. Look at this. It looks like a damn PlayStation 1 game.
Your AI buddy characters shuffle out into the open during stealth sequences and yet remain unseen, making it crystal clear that this is in fact a video game. The Last of Us Part...
Look at this. Wow. Hey, we tried to warn you. I did 2 warning. I can't see anything. You can't even see these damn glitches. What the Where did the bad guys go? vanishing in thin air. He didn't even have a gun in his hand. He's getting beat up by he's getting beat up by his inner demons. There's nobody there.
Let's get going then.
Oh my god. Fake gamers, fake gamers, fake gamers, fake gamers. That's all these people are fake gamers. Even the gaming media. They gave this game a 10 out of 10. What in the hell is going on? What is going on? Why is the gaming media refusing to report on this type of stuff? I thought about this the other day because I was getting frustrated. I'm getting frustrated by these pro Nintendo sites. And hold on, there's a message here. Oh, is somebody trolling? Matt Jenkins, you ready for Splatoon 3? Yeah, man, it's going down, brother. I thought about this the other day because I noticed a lot of Nintendo websites where they kept asking people, do you want this? 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 And I was thinking about this. I was in the store and I just was frustrated. I was not necessarily frustrated. I'm like, hell yeah, I want Wind Waker for the Nintendo Switch. Why? Why wouldn't I? You know? Endless Zelda remakes are a poor substitution for backwards compatibility. Now, you know, he said this, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these pro Nintendo sites are finding ways to attack Nintendo. And you know, I would be fine with attacking Nintendo as well, but you know, how are we going to do a backwards compatibility with a Nintendo Switch? Nintendo Switch is a cartridge base. A lot of the games are disc. Now, the only way that I can see them doing a backwards compatibility is saying if they had some type of system set up where you can do the disc and they can transfer over. But the thing is, if that happens, it's going to be just like the Xbox's backwards compatibility system. And we're going to do a video one of these days where we're going to be exposing how the backwards compatibility system that Phil Spencer has implemented at Microsoft is a 100% scam. It's a 100% scam, and it's a death to gaming. It's another tool to killing gaming. Excuse me. What's going on? That's some type of excuse me. Anyway, so, but the thing is, if they're going to do some type of disc reading type of thing and it's going to transfer over to the Nintendo Switch, what that's going to do is create what, guys? It's going to create DRM. That's what happens on the Xbox 360. Or excuse me, with the Xbox 360, Xbox One backwards compatibility. What happens with Xbox is that when you put your games within these modern consoles, yes, it can read the disc for you know, not for the whole library. It only reads the disc for whatever Microsoft picks and choose that they can make money off of. You know, they can resell it in the store and things of that such. But it reads the disc and it doesn't play off of the disc. What it does is it goes to the Microsoft store. It reads that you own the disc, and then it downloads to your hard drive, which takes complete ownership out of your Xbox games. That's why when you go to Amazon and eBay, the games that are not on the Xbox backwards compatibility program are the ones that tend to be expensive, because those are the games that you can actually own if you have an Xbox 360 or an Xbox One. Now, with that being said, how this applies for the Nintendo Switch if I have the Wind Waker Wii U disc and Nintendo finds a way to read that, I'm going to have to, it's going to be a version of a downloaded version, and it's going to download to my Nintendo Switch, and I will not have ownership of the Nintendo Switch version of Zelda Wind Waker. Not only that, the price of the Wii U version never will go up because it's locked behind DRM, completely taking away ownership from me. And that's what's happening currently at Xbox. Xbox guys are touting and raving about how great backwards compatibility is, but they don't understand this is more of a benefit for Microsoft than it is for you. What they're trying to do is find a way to take ownership away from you. For some reason, they have a bug in their bonnet, a bee in their bonnet against you owning your games. Now, I would prefer for Nintendo Switch to re-release Zelda Wind Waker or Zelda this or Zelda that in a physical format. Why? Because I have ownership of the game. So yes, Nintendo, the rumors are coming out from Western media sites, so you can only take that with a grain of salt. It never came from Japan. It's only coming from these Western media sites, so I would take that with a grain of salt. So when these games don't show up, you're going to get mad at Nintendo, and it's like Nintendo never said they were going to do that. That was some type of Western weirdo that was trying to find a way to discredit Nintendo. There's a lot of Western spies out here that are trying to harm Nintendo the best way they can by coming up with these fake rumors of Nintendo Switch Pros and things of that such. And these games are coming, and they're all lies. You know, if it doesn't confirm by Nintendo, we don't get hyped. We don't. But yes, I would prefer to have that physical format of Zelda Wind Waker, especially for a GameCube game, especially for Zelda Wind Waker for the Nintendo Switch. I own that game for the rest of my life. I love it. I think that's great. Yes, to answer your question, endless Zelda remakes are a poor substitute for backwards compatibility. No. I'm not following you, Western Nintendo life. I'm sorry. You guys are a joke. All the Western media is a joke. Even if you're building your channel off of Nintendo, I'm sorry. I am a man that wants ownership. I just don't want to be playing games to be playing games. I love games just like everybody else, but at the end of the day, I want to own that game. I want to own that game. By me owning that game, man, that brings nothing but value into my hand. That's gold. Owning physical games is more weighted more in gold, especially if it's coming from Japan. Japanese games go up in value. You see these cars, these little modern cars nowadays, man, they're so cheaply made. Once you drive that car off that lot, that car depreciates in value. Now you have cars that are classic cars. The materials that they use were good and fine. Those classic cars, their values go up over the years. I'm trying to preach. I'm always preaching on this channel, but nobody seems to be listening. But if there's one thing that I can give to you guys is please do not listen to the Xbox fanboys. Their main focus is on the corporation. When it comes to themselves, they don't care. They don't care what type of, this is for PlayStation guys as well. They don't care what happens to them as long as their brand is winning. Whatever is that they're winning, they think that the brand is winning, then that's what they care about. They will sacrifice their lives for Microsoft. I'm going to sacrifice my life for me. I'm selfish. I care about me. I care about you as well. I want you to make that money, man. I'm on eBay every day looking, damn, that game was $12. Damn, look at that game right there. That's $100 now. Damn, look at this game right here, you know? I'm so mad at the games that I traded in back in the day. Before DRM, it was trading your games in. I made a big mistake by trading. I had games that were $500 now. And I traded them in for Lord God knows what. I wish I never did that. So I'm telling you now, yeah, don't listen to the Nintendo life. I understand that they're feeding the internet. The internet loves to hate Nintendo, but at the end of the day, everybody's playing Nintendo games and or a Nintendo watered down spinoff, you know? Own your games. Own your games. Buy your games. Buy your games. Do not buy these modern consoles that are using the mini PC format. The Xbox, PlayStation, those are mini PCs that are finding ways to take away your rights as a gamer. Playing the game is fine. You're not even going to play the game anyway. But at least owning the game, oh, that's a beautiful thing. Ownership is so beautiful. You could dictate the price. You could do whatever you want. It's yours. You cannot resell Game Pass to anybody. You cannot resell your Xbox games. You can resell them, but you're not going to be able to make any value out of them because they are ridden with DRM. I traded in every single Xbox game that I own. I traded them all in, and they gave me back a certificate. They gave me back a coupon. That's how much the value was. But let me come in there and start trading in some Nintendo Switch games. Let me come in there and start trading in some games that you can actually own. They're going to give me hand over fist. They're going to find a way to try to cheat me out of the deal. I could just take my games back and sell them on eBay and get the full value, 10 times more than what you paid for it. Yo, Wisdom, thank you so much, brother. It's not much, but keep fighting the good fight, dude. Show these dudes what gaming really is. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best, and I understand, not people are going to be able to receive the message at that time, but it is what it is. It is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm doing all right. I'm good. I'm just trying to help those that I can help along the way. I understand my pool isn't as powerful as the corporations. I don't use Qualtrics and things of that such to corrupt the minds of the masses and things of that such. I don't have that type of money to do that, and I would never want to corrupt the minds to create people to follow me whatsoever. Only thing I could do is just bring you all I could do is just the Lord's work. That's all I can do. And if you want to fight against the Lord, then I can tell you fighting against me is going to bring bad luck for you because I'm helping. I know anybody that fought against me is a completely miserable person. I can tell. Every single person I ever got into it, I from time to time I go and look at them. I go and look at their skin, black patches around the eyes, black skin is all texture, badly textured, bloatedness. Their lives are terrible. So one guy posted a picture the other day. I said, "Oh my God, should have never came up against me." I won't name any names. But man, people look bad. But people that rock with me, they look good. I saw Zelda. He looks good. Skin looks good, glowing. I saw you, Zelda. I seen you on Instagram, man. You look good, man. Skin looks good. Skin is glowing. Yeah. Doing the right thing. All right, guys, man, we've been on here for 2 hours and 30 minutes. It felt like, 10 minutes, right? We didn't even get started yet. I still got a whole heap of notes here, man. But it is what it is. Yeah, not I go back and look at some ex-girlfriends. Whoa. I tried to warn the ex-girlfriends. I tried to warn them. I said, "Hey, you think the grass is greener out there? Go ahead. You think you know? Go ahead and do what you gotta do." Yeah, they're taking shots at us. They're taking shots at us. No, $70 remake. Yeah. Yay, $60 port. Yeah, I'd rather take the $60 port than The Last of Us Part 1. People on here and they were getting mad saying, "Man, we complained about Zelda." I don't know why. I don't know why you complained about Zelda Wind Waker HD. That was the greatest gift Nintendo could ever give you. That was the greatest gift Nintendo could ever give you. Today, you do not understand what I'm saying. Today, you will not understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying right now, that is the greatest gift Nintendo could ever give you. Today, you will not understand, but tomorrow you will. Tomorrow you will. Tomorrow you will. You buy each and every single one of those Zelda games physically. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Looking good, Zelda's looking good, man. All right, brothers, gotta go. I gotta work out myself. I gotta prepare my meal for the week or the weekend. I got things I gotta do, man. But thank you so much.